Let's go.
All right, hang on a sec. We'll do this one.
Da, 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 da. Man, I cannot believe it's Friday. I cannot believe it's the middle of March. Like, what? Can you please, well, you're
Quarters
a
are
genius.
going by.
Can you just invent that time machine for me already? Hurry up.
I haven't invented it. It's invented in the future. So when I get there, I'll turn the dial back and bring it back today, and then we'll be sweet. Did you see that guy was like he had a time traveler's party, um, but
No one should.
yeah, right. So nobody showed up, but he apparently he put the invite like into the paper in 100 years time or something, and but nobody showed up.
That's
But everybody's showing up today. This is cool. Hey everybody, if you wondered what the heck did I just wander into, that's just Johan and I hanging out. So hey Kim, hey Clay, Andre's here in the house, Haji's here, Jean's here as well. Peter's in the house, Stacy in the room. Stacy, love your work, doing incredible things. Warren Moser, fantastic to see you guys here. Thank you so much for jumping in. Now today we're going to do well technical training really, which is probably why we had a whole bunch of people go, no, I'm not interested. But we're going to jump into making sure we know how to use the tool in the best possible way. So we'll let everybody come in and um, get straight into the system. But while we're just waiting for a few of our last people, of course, with a time zone change, people might have been uh, seeing
that.
new times on their calendar, etc. We're going to keep it at 5 p.m. Eastern, guys. So for everybody who's jumping in, 5 p.m. Eastern, which is New York time, every single week, we run on a repeating set schedule for 4 weeks of the month. So we have a guest speaker, then we have a tech training session, which is what this one is. Then we have a question and answer session. Then we have a hot seat, which is where you get to tell us what's going on in your business and use the mastermind to solve those issues. So today is tech training. We're going to dive into the tool and have a look at a few of our setup things and make sure that is all good. So as we're waiting for our people to come in, who wants to share a win that they've had this week? Jump into the chat box and say hi, just like Peter's done. Hey, Peter, great to see you, man. Tell us about a win. Let us know what you've had this week that has moved the needle
Some,
for you. Mark,
somebody
great to
said
see
that.
you. Kim,
Hey,
thanks for
Kim.
turning on the camera as well. Johan, go for it, man. What's your win?
No win. I was going to say, welcome, Kim. I saw she's new to WLS. Welcome. Please don't get overloaded by the amount of stuff that there is. We make things very simple. So the onboarding system that Walt has built is absolutely very simple, easy to digest. So start there. A lot of people, when they jump in, they start watching the YouTube videos and they start jumping in the community and yep. So welcome, Kim. Great to have you here.
It is great to have you here. And Kim, I would love to know, as a brand new member with White Label Suite, what was it specifically about White Label Suite that made you say, "Yep, this is where I want to be. This is what I want to do. This is going to help me." So I'm happy to unmute you and you can jump on. But if you prefer to type, you can do that too. Or if you prefer to just stay quiet, you can also do that. It's your world, right?
I won't. I can talk.
Yay! Hey Kim, nice to see you.
I am beyond excited. I can't even tell you. So that's my dog.
Okay,
Um,
he's excited too.
you know what? Let me just go. Oh my gosh. How embarrassing.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good.
We love dogs over here. I've got mine. Where is it?
Johan's
Okay, it's
Johan's
real
Staffy
life
was
here.
Johan Staffy was on a sales call
Then
with him yesterday, so that's all good.
yeah, okay, good. On January 31st, I watched a webinar with you and Johan with Dakota's team.
Great.
And you know what? I just saw that four bot system just blew my mind. And the way that you can utilize the white label suite to and then I've been watching the YouTubes, yes. And as you're able to craft a personal email to each person that you're finding in the niche you want, I mean, it's I know that we're early adopters, and I know that we're just at the forefront of what is going to happen this year. And Dakota's team is building out my bot system and
Fantastic.
hooking everything up. And so I just what wouldn't want me to to join the team? I
I
mean,
love it.
it's just, and every time I watch the video or I see a YouTube, I go, oh my gosh, it can do that too. So I'm super excited. I've already named my bot system Advantage Suite. I love that.
Nice.
And so I just can't wait to get started.
Love it.
I'm just kind of waiting for that to get, all completed. And then just the world is my oyster.
I
I
love that.
just cannot believe, and I'm in a small group. We did Billie Jean's class last year. I'm in a small group of like five of us, and I was telling them about it. And so we're gonna kind of, get together and do that, and so
Fantastic.
they can utilize it too. And because I just want us all to be successful,
I love it.
everyone on this call and everybody in my group. Because you know what, the country, the world is big enough for all of us, and I just think this is my ticket, and I knew it when I heard you both describing it, and I was drawn to both of your personalities and your passion. And so anyway,
I
that's
love
why
it.
I'm here.
Thank you, Kim. It's so very very cool, and I really appreciate that kind of feedback. And so you are so welcome. It's so great to have you here. And do you know what's really cool, guys, is that the excitement that Kim's sharing there about having a system that generates leads, that follows up leads, that calls leads, that qualifies leads, that keeps everything orderly inside of GHL. That system, as excited as you are about it, Kim, is exactly how excited other businesses are about that as well. And we're seeing in our group, we've got a little WhatsApp group going on with a few of our members, and we're seeing that businesses, when they see the power of AI. You were talking about being an early adopter there, Kim. I think the great thing is that businesses, when you show that system to them, they just want it. They just like, yes, please. Like, we were talking to a mortgage broking company who are running a lot of money on Facebook ads. They were spending something like $25,000 a month on Facebook ads. And my question to the owner of the company was very simply, can you look me in the eye and tell me that 100% of the leads that came in from your Facebook ads got followed up? And he said, no. I'm like, man, even people who are spending, thousands of dollars a day, aren't following up their leads. And that gives you guys an amazing opportunity to provide that service and to be the facilitator of business growth. So that's great. Kim, so great to have you with us. Thank you so much. Hey guys, thanks for sharing a couple of wins. Hey Jean, thank you so much for staying up late over there in Belgium, keeping everybody awake there. And Stacy, hey Stacy, do you want to tell us about scrubbing the data? This is something that we are really focused on at the moment. We've got some really cool stuff coming in the software, but one of the things that has been an amazing, I guess, development in the way that people are using the tool is bringing in leads from anywhere. So Facebook ads is a great example. Bringing in leads from Facebook, letting your tool, the one that you guys own right now with White Label Suite, enhance and enrich that data to provide more information to the business owner so that they can do incredible things in their business. We're seeing some crazy stuff happen. So Stacy, tell us about that.
Okay.
Hi, Stacy, by the way. Nice to see you.
Hi. Oh my God. Okay, so I have historically also been an executive recruiter decades ago. I mean, I'm old. Okay. I just look fabulous.
Well done. Great job. We'll run a seminar just on that. We will pack the room on that for sure.
And so as a consequence, it's like I have so many contacts. And although they may not necessarily remember exactly, they remember how you made them feel. And I think Kim touched on that as well. And so it's like you kind of get sort of separated because there's only so many conversations that you can have during a day. And now just sort of grabbing it, I'm starting because I've been just really building from the ground up in terms of, GHL and just making sure that the foundation is really solid and the automation so that you can really scale quickly and make sure that nobody that's actually genuinely interested in what it is that you have to offer and how you can help them is getting serviced appropriately. I think it's irresponsible just to throw, I guess, spaghetti against the wall. That was one of the nicer ways that I've heard that put. And so, now it's like, okay, the foundation's laid. It's like, so where are these connections? Where are these people? And like, you may only have some of the older information or you have part of it. And just to be able to put some of what it is that I had some of it in like Google, I have some of it in old recruiting sourcing tools. I have it somewhere, I have it all over the place. Well, the point of having a system like a GHL is to have it all in one, because limited and restricted before by only being able to have like so many contacts, and then you all of a sudden were bumped up, so you had like marketing campaigns going out here and you had sourcing tools going out there, and so just to be able to see the true data that you guys are pulling, I'm like, man, I wish I had this like 20 years ago when all I was doing was executive recruiting, because the majority of the candidates that I was actually going after were actively employed. They were not necessarily looking, you know? And so, I mean, it's just, just been blowing my mind. And I'm just super excited about, going through and really, just seeing the actual contact enhancement capabilities. And it was interesting because I had people sort of purchase the product, and, I'll say this, I wasn't really actively using because I wasn't at that phase. But people were saying, well, they weren't happy with the quality. And then I'd see, and I'm like, they didn't even log into the system.
Right.
And so when I first like got in and I just started screwing around with it, and I'm like going, this is not complex. This is really easy. If you just like literally, I was very impressed because I've been sitting here, honestly, well, because you guys do such a fantastic job with all the training materials. And I think you even touched upon it too. Don't get lost in all of the stuff.
Right.
Okay. And, so I'm sitting here doing onboarding funnels, making sure that, like, I don't want anybody to be disappointed in purchasing the product. These people, they need to use it, and all this kind of stuff. And to jump in there and then like really see that, yes, that's a nice enhancement, but it's not really that necessary if they just like literally log in. Because if you log in and click a few buttons, it's very simple. And I just can't thank you enough. I mean,
perfect.
Just like Kim said before, it's just I always had such a good feeling with, you, Walt, and Johan, and everybody from the team has always been so, so excellent. And that like even comes back all the way to Bridget. Bridget's the one that actually made the introduction to you guys. And then everybody that since you've introduced, through all the different sort of events you've had. I mean, just world class. I mean, just blown away. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Stacey. That's so very kind of you. I love this. I love the whole GHL community. I love this community because everybody can win, right? And one of my favorite sayings of all time is that there's more than enough for everyone to have more than enough. And we are like, even looking at that flow, you were introduced to the system by Bridget. So Bridget is one of the top affiliates in the world for high level. She's one of the top affiliates for white level suite, and she does daily, weekly training, teaching people how to generate business and succeed and do this kind of stuff. She's amazing. And we're thinking to ourselves, well, hang on, now there's 90,000 people in the GHL space. Surely, like, there's saturation. No, there's people coming into GHL, coming into White Label Suite, and like knocking it out of the park in their first 30 days. I went out and got 100 new clients in the first 30 days. I said, well, there's more than enough for everyone to have more than enough. And we're not taking pieces of the pie. We're actually making the pie bigger, which is just amazing. And love that.
And I think that there's something too to really be said for, everybody has a different definition of success. And you've got to really define that for yourself. I mean, you may not be that person that's, sitting there looking to be the rock star on YouTube or, some Facebook wonder, but your own little, in your own local community, you can be a hero.
You can be a hero.
And you don't need that many, to really take care of yourself and your family and all that kind of stuff. And so I guess I would say yes. And sometimes those people that are sitting there doing all these wonderful things, they already had a system, they were already involved in something else, and then they're just kind of piggybacking off of that. So know really and be honest with where you are right now, and just really kind of run your own race, and don't get sort of distracted by not only the shiny objects that GHL has, but also all the AI stuff that's out there too, because that can really, like, especially as you start watching and, I indulge heavily in terms of a lot of what's going on in terms of AI. And then when I walk out in the world and I realize that nobody knows what the hell I'm talking about.
You need to go
and
back,
I'm to the point where I'm like so anxious. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be out of a job tomorrow. Like I'm done, like it's too late. I might as well pack my bags. It's over. I can't help anybody. You want help? You better just, Google it, because I can't do anything, no.
No, no,
Okay.
it's
So
so
everybody
far
needs
from
to
that.
chill out.
No, it's great. And what an amazing time to be alive. I know Johan always says this to me in our chats. Like, what an amazing time to be alive, to be in business, to have these tools at our fingertips. And even I saw this morning AI. We'll jump in our training in a second. I saw this morning somebody was talking about, actually it was Jonathan Mast, who's a massive influencer in the AI space. He actually said that he asks AI every time he's doing anything in his business. I'm just about to write an email. Cool, make it better for me. Hey, what should I do in this space? Like, and he, for all of us to have the power of an executive assistant sitting next to us with infinite knowledge and unlimited memory. What an amazing time to be alive and just to be able to do that. So cool. And
Just
guys,
like, think of like having like so many hours, and I know you guys have done this too. I mean, how many hours have you cleaned spreadsheet data?
right.
Oh my God.
And it's so, and
To
now it's like,
parse data and then input it into this and that, whatever. And then every time you do that, you're missing pertinent information and conversational information that's so like, it could be the difference between making a deal and not,
mhm.
and it's just like, oh my God. I mean, just to see like how you can, just aggregate data is just like such an awesome thing. And
There's
just to think that
so many
so
use cases, so many
I
amazing
was
things.
I was talking to the CEO of one of the biggest training organizations over here in Australia, and he said right now there is 0.01% of people who know about AI, and there are nearly 90% of companies that want AI.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
The supply and demand is so completely that like literally people are charging 20, $30,000 for a day of AI,
Yep.
of training organizations AI, right? Because everything's supply and demand. There is such few people who understand this and know it at the level where, and the beautiful thing about AI consulting versus business consulting. Now, we've all had business consultants, etc. What do? Here's the plan. Let's figure it out in 2, 3 weeks, months, etc. Let's come and reevaluate and see if you see the improvements, right? With AI, literally the consultants are going in, and by the end of the day, you're getting an ROI because it's saving the company that much in operational efficiency. The team's hours that they can spend by just showing them different tools to use. So everyone here is an early adopter. We are in the AI age, and you guys are all in the 0.01% compared to the 90% that need this. So
Yeah, and what a great time to be in business. All right, guys, so let's jump in. We've got wow, we've got time is ticking, as Johan and I were saying when we first jumped on. So today, as a technical training, there's been a couple of new additions to the software in the last week or two. And of course, that's not going to change. We are actually working on a new roadmap feature as well, by the way. So for those of you who are submitting ideas in the roadmap, thank you, appreciate you. We're about to make that easier. We use ClickUp internally for our project management, for our development management, for our team environment, for our document management, all that kind of stuff is in ClickUp. And we're about to roll out our roadmap plan in ClickUp as well. So you guys will be able to see what's going on and what we're working on. But so to say that, there's lots coming, right? And we love your feedback. So being a white label producer, one of the things for us is that we're not necessarily customer facing. We do that a lot so that we can keep on top of it. But you guys are customer facing. You're talking to the clients, you're talking to them, you're working out different ways to use the program. And Stacey, I love that example of executive recruitment. Wow, what a great use case to be able to go to somebody in recruitment and go, "Hey, are you looking for a sales manager? Cool. Type that in here. Here they all are. Hit the enrich button and make your choice." And just, being able to reach out to people in lots and lots of different ways. But you guys are the people who are talking to their end customers. We're talking to you. So we love your feedback. What more can we do in the tool? Because that allows us to keep that momentum moving forward. So we've got some really, really cool stuff coming through. What I wanted to talk about today, though, is your ability to onboard a new customer quickly and to get up and running with the system quickly. So I'm going to walk through, so we focused on in the last what we call a sprint in the dev world. We like, okay, cool. What are we going to do in this next part? Go for it. And this is what we call a sprint. In this last sprint, we looked at a very key term, and it came from Johan actually, that said frictionless. We want to make the sign up process frictionless. So the last sprint with our dev team has been all about removing the friction in getting set up, ready to sell within the program. So the three main steps with our program are search, right? Go and find your people that you're looking for. Set up, as in brand it for myself and make it look like it's my own thing. And sell, search, set up, sell, right? Shouldn't it be set up, search, sell? No, because what we've experienced is the quickest win when people get involved is like, all right, just run a search for me. Oh my God, look at all these CEOs that I was able to find. So search, set up, sell. So in this setup phase is what we wanted to talk about, and getting more specific, we want to look at how to onboard your customers quickly. So up until this release, which came through just a few days ago, guys, are you looking at White Label Suite? Johan, is that the right screen? Just to triple check. Heart rate. Yep. Cool. So we've got the right screen. So up until this point, what we were asking you guys to do was set up an onboarding snapshot inside of your GHL account and route your customers, so that they can be onboarded. And that's great. That's great. But that added complexity. It added friction. It added, okay, so now I've got to set up a website in GHL. Okay, cool. Now what we wanted to do is make the onboarding process frictionless. And so what you'll now see inside of your White Label Suite dashboard is the onboarding for your customers. Okay. So now what's happening in the next 24 hours, I was hoping it would be done by today, is you are going to have the opportunity to turn this on or off, because we also understand that as a white label business owner, sometimes you want to do your own training. You want to bundle it in with other positions there. So within the next 24 hours, you'll be able to turn this on or off. At the moment, it's on. And all of the videos and all of the steps in here are all white labeled, so there's no branding. But now this is the great piece here is that when we add something to the program, when we change something, when we do something, your onboarding in the app itself will be instantly updated. Right? So you don't then have to go and update your own training. You don't have to create new materials. All of the onboarding is now in the system. And so we're walking through how to set up the business profile, how to create, how to add their wallet on file so that they're paying you for the credits that they use. And every single module has got a short video, so 2 minutes 25. And it's got a step-by-step in here to make sure that it's coming through. So we are literally walking through every single element of the program in the onboarding piece of the app. So again, the great part now is that the in-app onboarding is there for you and will be live updated every time we add something new to the program. You don't have to then go and update your own sites and funnels and change the training videos, and we've changed the interface or anything like that. So that's piece number one, is that onboarding now is inside the app. So hopefully that gets me a cool comment. Guys, just write cool in the chat if that's good. Love to think that that's cool. All right, cool, yay, awesome. Thanks, Johan. All right, cool. So can we change the covers, Stacey? So great question. Not at the moment, because again, we're keeping it to be, so it's going to show up in your branding. You're going to have your own brand at the top, but that's a great suggestion. Being able to update the covers would be interesting. So definitely let me make a note of that, and we will keep that going on. So let me get a little notepad going on here so that I can make those notes quickly. That's great feedback. So yeah, in the next update, you're going to be able to turn that on or off. Stacy's update or suggestion there to be able to make changes yourselves will be great as well. So sorry, my notepad is not coming. There we go. Update covers. Cool. And actually, what would be interesting to make it simple would be to, you know how you guys upload your logo in the business account setting, which I'm just about to cover off with you guys as well. What'd be interesting is if we could use that logo as your cover. So that way you wouldn't have to update the covers. We could just do one. Yeah, let me see if I can add that to the end.
That was an no, not a political statement. That was an Elon Musk moment where he was talking to the YouTuber, and the YouTuber goes, "So you're going to add that on all the rockets?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do that." So,
there's a book which is called The Art of Creative Thinking, and it talks about connections, and it actually talks about creativity as being a learnable skill, and meaning that if you can connect one thing to something else and create something new, that gives you massive and an unlimited creativity. So the book itself just simply talks about the speed of being able to make connections. This plus this plus this equals that squared. So yep, cool. So now this in-app onboarding, again, we're working on frictionless. So the next piece that we added, where does this reside for the end user, Stacey? Right inside their settings and right up into their onboarding in the top right-hand menu as well. Okay, so they will be able to log in and straight away be able to get access to that onboarding within the program, which is cool. All right. Next part with our frictionless is in the business account setup right after you did it yourself. I get that. In the business account itself. So again, our goal is for you to be able to search, set up, and sell quickly. And one of the things that we wanted to be able to do for you was give you an instant sales page. Okay, be able to give you an instant sales page. So as a white label suite customer, and this is brand new, and again, I'm going to go through our different things here in just a second. But now you have, as soon as you add in your business name. So I've done a demo one here called Leads on Hand, right? Which happens to be an old domain that I've got. Leads on Hand, all right? I type that in as my business name, and it creates for me leadsonhand.leadfinder.com. And I can now have a sales page that I can send people to, all right? And I'll show you a couple of the things that you need to enable to make this work. But if I've just signed up for White Label Suite, hey, this is, by the way, if you're brand new, so for Kim and for any of our brand new people, this is the phrase that I give to people to be able to tell them about your new software. And it goes like this. Hey, friend's name, I just invested in a software company and I think it'd be great for your business. Can I share some information for you? Yeah, I'd love that. So now you've got an instant sales page where you can share this and your person that you've known forever can buy this from you, and you don't even need to set that up. So that's frictionless part number 2. And you've also got your login URL. So now it's all set up. You don't need to muck around with DNS records and pointing your A-name records and all that kind of stuff. Right now, as of this moment, you can now sell this program and people can log into this program and it's completely yours with your brand. Instantly, as soon as you pop in what's your business name called, and we're going to talk about logos in just a second. So you can still, now if people go, yeah, but that's an ugly URL, man. Like, I don't want to be sending people to leadsonhand.leadfinder.com. I just want to send people to leadsonhand.com or whatever my brand is. So you still can do that way by simply adding the A-name record. So we haven't taken that ability away to have your own domain and to have everything there. But what we have given you is the ability to have a sales page instantly and to be able to have a login URL instantly. So while you're getting everything else set up, you can make sales. Remember, search, set up, and sell. So this, again, we're looking at how to make this frictionless. So we wanted to take away the need to set up your own web page and, be able to demonstrate it to people. So in our members area, we've got white label demo videos. Now we've got a complete sales page ready to go for you and a place where they can come and log in. So you can genuinely sign up today and make sales today with zero learning curve, right? Subdomains, Mark. Yeah, you can use a CRM. Sorry, forgive me. You can use a CNAME redirect right now. So you can redirect. You can do a CNAME redirect to your existing sales page, and you're good to go. And yeah, so now you can have your own domain, and you can do a CNAME redirect to your existing sales page, and you're away you go. You have zero setup. Literally, just plug in a CNAME or plug in an ANAME record, and you are away. You can also put in a support URL if you've got people that are supporting it for you. You can use, HL Pro Tools or Dakota's Crew or any of the guys there. They're trained on White Label Suite, or of course you can have your own support in there as well. Tina, that's the second time you've asked that question. Johan, can you drop in the GHL funnels and jobs kit? Tina, as you dive into GHL funnels and jobs, there are 20,000+ people who are in the space. And if you pop in there and say, I need a funnel build, you will be overwhelmed. Be prepared for that. But that is a great place to get work done. You can just ask and it will be a lot of people reaching out to you. Mark says, great question, Mark. So that was another piece of our frictionless setup, right? So frictionless, we concentrated on 3 main areas. Number 1, get me set up and ready to sell quickly. Cool, done. As soon as you pop this in, we're done. Number 2, get me the ability to send out the SMTP emails, like the emails. I'm going to show you that right now. And then the third part is then make sure my clients can get onboarded, which we've already talked about with the onboarding system. So frictionless, those are the 3 main areas that we looked at. I'll get to the SMTP stuff in just a second. But before I dive out of there, let's talk about the look and feel of what people see, okay? Let's have a look at the look and feel. Kevin, can we integrate this into GHL? Oh, absolutely. I'll show you that as well. Guys, by the way, tech training, if there's specifics that you want to know about, let me know. And I will, if I don't have time on this call, we'll add it to our next training call, or we'll send out videos or point you to the right resources. And speaking of which, how to easily get distracted, Johan. It's like, what do they say? It's worse than the cat in the laser tag game. To be able to get the right resources, guys. So Kevin, perfect example for this question, and this might actually answer this easily for you. When you're inside of the app right here, if you come down to this bottom right-hand corner and click the chat box, this is a blend of AI and real live human people. And as I say that, here's our team. We've got Joanna, we've got Lex, and we've got Brian on deck right now. And you can ask a question and get an answer quickly. So you get an answer from the AI, which has got a massive knowledge base in the background. And if that doesn't answer the question for you, you can then just say, no, I need more info. It'll connect to one of our team and you get an answer. So let's test that out. How do I connect this to GHL? So connect to GHL. And you will get a knowledge base answer. You can see that it's finding that knowledge base there, and it will pop up with lots of different resources and help files and articles, and you will be able to get that answer coming through. So we'll see that pop through in a second if it's dropping in. And you can also, there you go, to connect to GHL and retrieve your subscription information, could you please provide your billing email address? So I'm not logged in as it, but when you're logged in, you'll be logged in and you'll be able to get that information. You can also just search for help here and type in GHL as an example. How to set up a webhook, how to send auto responses, how to enrich inbound leads, frequently asked questions. Do you need GHL? Here's our thing. So there's a lot of tutorials, videos, and help file articles that can steer you through. I'll show you the connection in just a second. Anyway, just to make sure that we cover that question for you. Okay, so let me keep on here just for a second. One of the things that people sometimes miss is that you have 3 tabs up here in your business setting area, okay? 3 tabs. And each one of them is a branding opportunity for you to do something a little bit different. So first of all is the logo piece that you can add. You can change the colors of your app. You can change the way it looks and feels, okay? But we're going to add in a logo. So you can see that we give you instructions. It needs to be 300 by 150. And I am no designer, but thankfully Canva, and you can get a free account with Canva, allows you to do amazing things. So I'm going to go create a design. If you don't have a logo already, you can be up and running in just a few seconds. So I want to create a logo. So let's go. I'll just grab any of these because I'll show you the next trick. So I want a logo, and then I go up here and I go, okay, cool. Let's just grab that one, and I'm going to change whatever I want to change. So I'm going to call this leads. All right. And change everything here on hand, because that's what my branding thing is called. And remember, in here, it shows me I need 300 by 150. All right. Well, I just go up here and go resize. Okay. Custom size 300 by 150 and resize, and we're done. There it is. Resize it. Take a second. Boom, 300 by 150. Now, obviously, I'm going to muck around with it. I'm going to change whatever I want to change. I can move things around, do whatever I want to do. I can add my colorful bits in here. I can do whatever I want to do, but I can create a logo in super quick time. Okay. So obviously that's the world's worst logo, by the way, guys. I acknowledge. Johan's OCD right now is going, no, just no, you can't do that. No, look at the font. No, but demonstration. You guys you'll have a better experience than I will, but let me download this. I'm going to download my demo logo and show you where it can now drop in. Here we go. Let's get to downloads, demo logo, and done. Back to our white label. Okay, now it's driving me a little crazy. Kim, I hear you. I'm sure you would look at your beautiful ocadvantage.com fonts and colors and stuff. You will be able to do this a billion times easier, which is why I have a team of people who do this stuff for me. So demo logo, cool, there it is. Great, so now I've uploaded my logo. I can, so let me save on that. So there we go. And now when I look at my leads on hand, I will start to see my logo popping through. I did notice that I had an error there, which I'll get to in just a second. So I can upload my logo. This HTML elements piece allows you to put your own chatbot in the system if you want to, or put your own pop-up or anything that you want to add to the software. You can drop in an HTML code snippet here. So if you've got a chatbot via Closebot, who are our great friends, and in their version 2, you can embed that chatbot anywhere. You'll be able to put this in here. You can take a chatbot from GHL and put it in here. So you can put in whatever you want into the system. Some of the times we use intercom help libraries, that kind of stuff. You can drop your own help library in there. By the way, for our Empire or enterprise level clients, you get all of this is done for you, and we do the support for you as well. So if you're an Empire enterprise client, you don't need to worry about this, but this is our search, setup, sell program for getting started. All right, so I've got my logo here. Next is the CRM section. Now, guys, that was a fabulous logo, Tina. You're too kind. So, guys, who here sells GHL? Can I just get a 1 in the chat box if you are a GHL agency reseller? Give me a 2 if you are not. 1. Give me a 2 if you are not a GHL agency reseller. Cool. Kyle says 2. Okay. 1. All right. Almost everybody is a GHL reseller. Who calls it GHL when they speak to their customers? I'd like to show you my program called GHL or high level. Anyone? Does anyone tell their clients that it's high level? Or, do you have your own brands? No, of course, because it's white label. What's the point of having a white label program if you call it high level, unless they ask. Rory, yeah, good point. So we don't call it high level, do we? We call it Walt's Magic CRM. All right. This is why I'm a software guy, not a designer. All right. But we call it Walt's Magic CRM, and I want Walt's Magic CRM to have its own logo. I'm going to use the same one. All right. Okay. So now, and I want that visible to the people that I sell to. So now when they go to their integration page and they want to connect it all up, they don't see connect to high level. They see connect to the OC Advantage CRM, Kim Blasco. Or they see Walt's Magic CRM. They see neural net leads, Rory Clark. All right. So we make sure that you protect that that veil of white label with your connections. Now, you can also do Keep. We've got ClickFunnels coming. We've got Zoho coming. We've got Pipedrive coming. We've got lots and lots of more programs that we can connect natively to coming. Keep's already in there. But you can also let people see Zapier if you want them to. So Zapier is a great intermediary connection tool. So the cool thing is here, guys, you can sell this to any marketplace, right? So you walk into a business, you show them the tool, it's amazing, and they say to you, do you connect to HubSpot? And you can confidently say, yes, we do. And make sure that you've got Zapier enabled so that on their integrations page, they can integrate directly with Zapier. So we go leads to Zapier to HubSpot. Ta-da. Zapier to Salesforce, Zapier to Zoho, Zapier to whatever CRM you're running, Zapier to a Google Doc if you wanted to, all right? So if you enable Zapier in the integrations page for your clients, they will also be able to connect to Salesforce, as Clay said, right? So what do you want them to see? Now, again, as a trick, we had a support question come in from one of our biggest resellers this week that said, hey, in my integrations tab, nobody can see that they can connect to our high level account. So I just and I said, oh, see that little tick box that says it needs to be visible? Because unless you show it to them, like we don't want to remove the veil, right? So unless you choose to show it, it doesn't show. Cool. Nation says, Jeff, don't know if they connect to Zapier, then yep. If they don't, then you can probably use a webhook. Don't know. Haven't explored that one, Jeff. But simple Google search there, Nation Zapier, question mark, and just see if they've got one. If not, you can use a webhook to send it across if they have that kind of functionality as well. All right, so we're still in setup. We have dropped in our logo. We've given it a name. We've got a sales page ready. All right. We do make via a webhook, Tyler. So I'll show you that in a second just as well. So we've done our setup, name, logo. I've talked about, the domain side of things. We've made sure that people can connect to whatever systems we want to connect to. And this one, the auth pages, all right? Auth pages is where they log in. Okay, so where do people log into the software? And again, you want to be able to design this however you want to. So you can just have a little design piece in here. Want the world's best leads tool. I can drop my demo white label video in here. Okay, so I can actually have a 2-minute video on the login page. I can drop my award-winning demo logo in here. All right, and now when people come to log in, they see whatever the heck you want them to see. And we're done. So now I've been able to create the design for my system in just a few moments. All right. Now, if you've got a logo, you're done. If you've got a color palette, you're done. You can come in here and set up all your colors and everything like that as well, and you're good to go. So search, set up, sell. All right. So this is the setup piece. As soon as you can tell us what you call the program, and if you're stuck for ideas there, ask ChatGPT, you can drop in a logo in your color palette. You can literally take sales right now with one more step, the setup. So one more step in setup is creating and connecting your Stripe and packages. So Stripe, come in here, just literally connect an authorization. So you click, it opens up Stripe, you put in your password, it's connected. You can now take sales. Set your price for additional credits, so you can always be making a margin on your credits. And then the last step is create packages for sale. So now I've got a branded tool. I've put my Stripe account in here. Okay. And now I want to create a package for sale. So create a package just goes like this. So this is my friends and family package, right? Because I only just signed up today, friends and family. So the first person I'm going to go to is all the people that are already in my phone. I always say to people, your first 5 sales are in your phone, all right? Think about people you know who are business owners who would benefit from your tool. Hey, I just invested in this software program. I think it'd be great for your company. Can I send you over some information? So the friends and family package gets 500 credits a month. Friends only special. All right. I want 500 credits. Now I can choose, is it monthly, yearly, or one time? So if I put 500 credits here, they get 500 credits every single month. If I put 500 credits and I tick yearly, they will only get 500 credits for the whole year. They get it once in one hit, And then they'll get it again next year if their subscription stays active. So if I was going to do 500 a month, I'd want to do 6,000 for an annual package, right? If I wanted to. So monthly or yearly, just be careful about how many credits you've got there. And why would I do it as a one time? If you've been around us for any length of time, we talk about our 20 free leads program, right? The 20 free leads program. Best way to get people on a call. Hey, I've just invested in this new software program. I'd love to show you, as a thank you for spending 15 minutes with me, I'll give you 20 free leads just to jump on a call with me. So you set up a 20 free leads package, just give them 20 leads, all right? 20 leads, they get a log into the program, they get their own account, and then they can put their card on file. They'll be buying credits off you on and on, over and over and over again. So you can set up a one-time program. You can even set this up to give away accounts for free, but we cover that in a different training. So I'm just creating a package here. It's 500 credits a month. All right, for friends and family. I might set up a default password. All right, pass 123. Don't do that, but you can if you want to. Pass 123. Or you can randomly generate passwords, all that kind of stuff. And we're done. Create that package in Stripe. It's $97 a month. Okay. Show it on the sales page. So remember, we now have that sales page thing where we said, hey, instant sales page. Now, when I set this on the sales page, the button will be there live on your brochure page. You don't need to configure anything. You just say, this package, show on the sales page, done and done. Okay. And now I can take sales. I can take money right now. I can come to this sales page. I can design this if I want to do this even more. One more time, I'll do my logo here if I really, really want to. But this is now a page where I can collect tax. I can direct them to a thank you page, all that kind of stuff. But now I can literally share this little buy button link. There we go. And hey, John, down the road, here's my friends and family special. And they can pay you with a credit card right now. Okay. Search, woohoo, set up, logo and a name, set a package price, and you're ready to take sales. Okay. So I can now send somebody the 2-minute white label video from my members area. Just invested in this software company. Love to show you. Can I send you some info? Here you go. What do you think? Can I get you a friends and family special price? Yep. Cool. Send them this link. Literally with me teaching and having a poor attempt at humor as I go, in 27 minutes, because we started at 20 past the hour, we've got a branded program, package ready for sale, white label videos ready to send, a credit card page to take money, and it's taken me 27 minutes. Okay? 27 minutes with teaching, and I can take money, and when people get the program, they get signed up, their onboarding is all in place, they get their license, their logins, search, yay, love it, found my ideal client. Set up, done, 27 minutes later, sell. Share your link and get paid. Build that recurring revenue, okay? So answering a couple of questions that came in as we were talking there. One was about the SMTP from Mark. Yes. So friction point was, oh my God, it's so difficult to set up this SMTP. What is SMTP? SMTP is, what email address does my client see when they request a password reset or login information or sending them the welcome email, all that kind of stuff, right? So again, we haven't taken anything away here. You can still jump in here and do, by the way, there is help docs. So you can click on the little here, it'll walk you through the help doc of how to set this up, all right? But the great thing is you don't even need to do this anymore. You don't need to do this anymore. In the same way as you don't need to have your own website, because now we give you one, you don't need to set up all of this stuff. Because in our email template section here, this is now all done. If you haven't provided SMTP details, you won't be able to use this function, so I might disable that, but it automatically sends from, password reminders come from accessreminder.com. So if they're trying to log in and they go, oh, I forgot my password, it'll send them a password reset from accessreminder.com. If they just want the welcome email, like they just signed up today, if you have not provided any SMTP settings, it will send to them from your business name. So in this case, leads on hand. All right. So it'll come from your business name at leadsonhand.leadfinder.com. So with zero SMTP setup, your welcome email and passwords and all that information gets sent from your business name at the gray label email address. So you can literally sign up today, make a sale immediately, and be done to go. Haji, why can we find all of this info to set this up? You might mean where can we? Why can we? I'll answer that one so you can use it. Where can we? Kyle's just dropped that in. And there's a really great link that Kyle's dropped in there as well for you guys. And that is whitelabelsuite.com/onboarding. If you've been with us for a little while and you're like, wow, this is great. I didn't know that I could do all this stuff, but hey, I'm a bit behind and I need to catch up. If you jump into whitelabelsuite.com/onboarding, you're going to be able to walk all the way through the onboarding stuff. We'll log you in so that we can keep a track of your learning and make sure we remind you if you drop off, and you're good to go. So I can drop my info in here. Wait a second. Done. And in my onboarding, I will have a complete walkthrough of setting up everything, of how to create my business logo, of how to use the tool, how to set up the sales page, all in whitelabelsuite.com/onboarding. All right, there was another question which was, can I connect this to my GHL? Yes, that's where we were born. That's where we started from. That will always be one of our favorite platforms. So to set that up, you go to integration, okay? And you set up your CRM. Remember, I said you don't want the high level logo, so I put my own logo in there, right? So your customers see your logo. But for you, you see high level so that you can connect your agency level high level, and then your clients only see their sub account. Nice. So you connect up to your high level. It's going to open up the high level connection thing, which will give me that in just a sec. There we go. Should be done now. And as soon as then we do that, you will be able to connect up, see your sub accounts, see your agency sub accounts at the agency level. There we go. So now I'm in my agency sub account. All right. I can select my sub account that I want to connect to, or I connect to agency level, and then all my customers see their own sub accounts. So now I've got multiple high level connections here. And again, your customers see your brand. All right. I can also connect to Zapier. And what that means is, if you can see, I've got multiple high level sub accounts here. What that means is when I've run a search and I'm sending to a specific CRM, so here's my search, and I've done my research and I've done all my AI stuff, and I go, these are great leads, send them to my CRM. When I click the send button, it gives me the options of where do I want to send it, because I've got multiple accounts set up here. So I could send it to this account, that account, this account, that account, this account, or I could send to Zapier. I could send to any other external connection that I've got there, which was another question. So about a webhook side of things. So I can connect up and send to anywhere. And again, coming back to my integrations, I talked about being able to brand your high level. I talked about being able to set up what they see, but anyone can create a webhook and send to any platform out there. We just had one of our clients use a program called QuickMail, which I hadn't worked with before, but QuickMail have got their own API. So we just put in the webhook from QuickMail, all right? And then boom, now we connect to QuickMail. So I can go lead search, find them all, export to whatever webhook system I want to use. All right. So Haji, any positioning strategy on how to bundle with GHL? Yeah, definitely. We found, so let me come face to face for this one. We found that selling GHL was really hard. And I know lots of people, it's easy for them, but we found it hard because it does so much that businesses used to get overwhelmed. But as soon as we literally just sold the leads program, we said, hey, do you want to see how you can generate 20 free leads? Business owners are like, hell yeah, cool, let me see it. You can now get my leads program, right, for $197 a month. Awesome. Hey, what are you going to do with those leads after you've got them? Have you got a system for following them up? Have you got a system for getting them into funnels? Like, have you got a program that handles that? No? You're kidding me. Well, for $200 additional, I'll give you our platinum package, which is the lead gen, plus an amazing CRM system that you can do all your follow-ups and build your web pages and create all these amazing automations. So in terms of bundling, we found that the easiest way for us, and again, everybody's different, the easiest way for us was to open the door with the leads tool, right? And close the deal with a bundle. That just made sense for us. And then when we added the 4-bot system, we were like, leads on its own 197, leads plus GHL 497, leads plus GHL plus AI 997. It's just an easy way to do it. But we always open the door with leads. Cool. Did I miss any questions? Johan, my little Fathom thing is telling me that I just monologued without interruption for 24 minutes. So let me just pause for a second.
You're breaking your record, bro.
No, that's far from the record, brother. You know that. So, guys, does the client white label as an option from GHL? Stuart, does the client white label as an option from GHL? So great question. If they are an agency owner of GHL, but they've bought your white label version of your leads tool, and you call your GHL Cat Magic Leads, right? Cat Magic CRM or whatever. What they will see is Cat Magic CRM, but when they click on it, it'll integrate to their GHL. So it just integrates to whatever GHL they're logged into. Jeff, great question. Oh, I'm so glad this came up over the weekend. So LinkedIn just blocked Seamless, Apollo, Lucia, Clearbit, Hunter, Snovs, Lead. They blocked all of those because of breaches of terms of service. So guys, we have a lot of data providers that we have licensing agreements with. That's where we gather our data and do all that kind of stuff. So our data provider has a direct integration with LinkedIn, and their terms of service are rock solid. So unless LinkedIn change the terms of service, in which case our data providers will do the same thing, but we're not in the same boat, which is that caused a massive stir in the industry over the weekend. But it's something that we are well on top of and safe at the moment. So
yeah, we saw Apollo, we saw Seamless get pulled off LinkedIn, and I was like, oh, how does this? And Walt was on with the guys, and they said, no, they're fine. It's because it's because of the way that they're doing their data via their what do you call
their
it?
agreements are their agreements. We don't know their situation. We just want to say what we do is approved and all good. So good. Kyle says, I've seen you monologuing. Yeah. So there you go. What
Tyler's
else?
got
Tyler. Hey, Tyler. How we do, man? Let me let you unmute. There we go.
I
Yay.
just had a quick win to share related to bundling.
Woohoo.
I typically have been trying to sell high level on its own in my own white label version and then sort of upselling the leads tool. But on the last discovery call that I had, I basically showed them the tool, how cool it was, and all the fancy dancy AI features. And then I said, ordinarily this program is this much money, but I'll just throw it in for free with a subscription to our high level. I call it my change machine.
Nice.
And they were like, what do I pay? Send me the invoice. I'm ready. So it worked. It was pretty cool.
That is awesome, right? High level is $497 a month. Yeah, I don't really know. Love your leads thing. Give it for free. Include it, right? As an unlimited license owner with White Label Suite, you can sell unlimited copies, which means if you haven't got the unlimited license, what are you doing? On the Empire level, you can sell unlimited, and we do your support for you. Crazy, but so that's what a great strategy. Sell this on its own is $297, but I'll give it to you for free. Costs you nothing, right? And you get the deal. The most important thing when it comes to software is if you've got so I learned this, my very first software job was in a sales role, and my sales mentor said to me, when you get the chance and you're talking to a prospect face to face or Zoom to Zoom as we do these days, it costs you more to lose the deal than get the deal. When it comes to software, there's no production costs. And I say to people all the time, owning this is like having a fully stocked warehouse of a product where the supplier keeps it up to date for you all the time. Your stock never expires, and you can sell out of the front of your warehouse an unlimited amount of stuff, right? So whether you sell it for $1 or $1,000, you can just keep selling it. What a great way to do that, Tyler. I absolutely love that. And we've talked a couple of times about people who are they're giving the software away. They literally give it away as a free account. 0 credits, right? Get my brand new software as a free trial or whatever. They get in, and the first thing they do is get invited to put their card on file. Only pay for what you use. And we call it our toll booth method, where you can, just profit from having the credits going through. What a great story, man. I love that. Bundling it together. And you can do it the other way as well, right? You can show the leads tool, show the GHL account and go, buy them both together. I'll throw you in the GHL for free. That's what we used to do. We were like, $497, buy this one, I'll give you this one for free. And bundle it together. What a great way to go! And actually, I love this one as well. In a similar vein, we had one of our clients tell us this. So we were chatting to them on a Zoom call, and they said they use our tool as a downsell, which I thought, that's interesting. Tell me about that. So they are an agency that does lead generation, right? That's their go-to-market strategy, right? So you're a business, we're an agency, we'll generate leads for you. Good to go. And their prices are, $4,000 a month, $5,000 a month kind of level, right? And they have a lot of people go, oh man, I really need you guys, but $5,000 a month, can't afford it. To which I always reply, if you think lead gen's expensive, try not doing it. But they use it as a downsell. Oh, I can't afford it right now. Oh, no worries. Look, why don't you grab our software and do it yourself? So I might have missed out on my $5,000 client. I wasn't going to get him anyway, but I downsell him to a $797 software subscription with 1,000 leads a month and plug in a CRM for free. Right? So what a great way, using the tool to enhance the value when you're talking to a client. Perfect. Love it, Tyler. Thank you so much, man.
I had a follow-up question, more of like guidance and advice from you or Johan, which is I have a cold email campaign that's just, sending out a few hundred emails a day. And I'm leading with the free leads, like get 100 free leads. And I have had people say, yes, I'm interested. But the moment that I say, awesome, let's just jump on a call so that I can make sure to understand your business, 100% of the people, and granted, I've only probably sent 5,000 emails, but still, like, I'm wondering if there's a new way to approach this, because as soon as I say, let's jump on a call, they're like, never mind.
Yeah.
And
I would, so Johan, you would have your own advice here, but my thoughts are, because you can give away a free account, so I would drop it down to 20 leads. But so the invite could go something like this. Hey, John, I just invested in a software company and I'm looking to establish some really great case studies and testimonials of businesses like yours showing how well they can use AI to generate leads. To get you on board, I'd love to give you a free account. No strings attached. I'll include 20 leads for free so that you can jump in and use it. And it's literally free. I just want your story about how you use it. So here's the link. Sign up for a free account. And then in a couple of days, I'd love to jump on with you and talk about how you can use this in your business, right? So it's that reciprocal gift thing. So no strings attached, because anybody that jumps on a sales call or anybody that jumps on a Zoom call knows what I'm going to be pitched something, right? Flat knowledge. Hey, Walt, loved your Instagram post. It was absolutely amazing, dude. Can I hang with you for 15 minutes? I got something that might be really interesting for you. I go, I don't want to buy anything, right? No. But hey, love what you're doing. Look, I saw that you're in the insurance space. I've got a program that I've just invested in that looks like it might be amazing. I'm gathering a foundation level customer story. I want your story, and I'm happy to put my money where my mouth is. So I will give you a free account, and then in a couple of days, can I jump on with you and just see how you're using the program?
I like that approach. Cool. Thank you. I'll try that. And it sounded like, Johan, maybe you had an idea.
No, I'm all good. I'm dealing with the chat
okay.
here.
Cool. No, that was more than enough. That was very helpful. Thank you.
Cool, man. Let us know how you go,
angle.
Tyler. Pop back in and tell us, like, what was the response rate from him?
I will.
Love it. So, guys, today was technical training, and I hope The replay will be up in the members area. The replay will be on YouTube. The replay will be everywhere that we are. So what we covered off today was the additions that we've made in the software in the last couple of weeks have been about removing friction for you getting started and for your customers using the software. So what we talked about today was being able to jump in there. Onboarding is now in-app. So your customers are seeing the onboarding system. You don't have to set up separate funnels. You don't have to have videos in place. That's all there. All right. The next thing we talked about was the setup piece, being able to add your logo, make sure you brand your GHL connection, and set up your pricing. So how much am I selling it for? Gives you a link that you can share and get paid instantly, with the goal that you can start today, add very basic information, the name of my program and a logo. And as of this moment, you can now make sales of this program and you can sell it unlimited times. So hopefully that's been helpful. Next week, we are doing an open Q&A. So bring your Qs, we'll bring the As. If you come along and have questions, we love to chat about marketing. We love to talk about strategy. We love to talk about staffies if you're Johan. We love to talk about doing all kinds of cool stuff. Just don't ask me any cooking questions, but bring your question next week and we are here to help you. We are in your corner, all right? We actually, I did cover that, Mark, the email SMTP earlier in the call. So guys, we are in your corner. We have a vested interest in making sure you succeed. We want you to sell thousands of copies of this. And we would love to help you in any way we can. So next week, 5 p.m. Eastern, Thursday, bring your Qs, we'll bring the As. If you can't make it, just drop in a question on support and we will make sure we answer it for you on the call and get you the replay. All right, guys, you're all amazing. Thank you so much for being part of our world and we will look forward to seeing you on our support desk, in the community, and on our call next week. Thanks, everybody. See you soon.
Guys, bye-bye.